On today's video, I'll be testing out a foundation hack that has been making the rounds on YouTube for quite some time. I first saw this on a video from Goss, and then a few days ago, I also saw that Nikkia Joy has made an updated video. Now, if you haven't watched any of their videos before, I'll be linking their channels on the description box. So this foundation hack is supposed to help extend the longevity and the wear time of your foundation and is particularly suited for individuals with an oily skin type. Now, I have oily skin, so I thought it'd be good for me to finally try this out. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be doing my usual foundation routine on one side of my face, and then I'll be doing the foundation hack on the other side. And then at the end of the day, I'll be doing a final check-in to see if the foundation hack has really made a noticeable difference in terms of longevity and wear time. My usual foundation routine is very straightforward. I start off with a primer, and then I apply a liquid foundation with a damp beauty sponge. I also use a concealer under my eyes, and then I set my face with loose setting powder. I only use a setting spray after my entire makeup application is done. For the foundation hack, we're going to be adding a few more steps which involve dusting loose setting powder before applying liquid foundation, and then using a setting spray in between the foundation steps. I'm going to be doing my usual foundation routine on this side of my face, and then I'm going to be doing the foundation hack on this side. Because I really want to give this hack a fighting chance, I'm going to be using products that I have already tried and tested as very suitable for oily skin. For primer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Prime. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Loreal Infallible 24-Hour Freshwear. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. And then for setting spray, I'm going to be using the Revlon Photo Ready Prep Set and Refresh. For setting powder, I'm going to be using the Prime Primer Setting Powder from Banila. Let's start off with primer. I'm going to be applying this all over the face. And then I'm going to be dusting this side with loose setting powder. For foundation, I'm going to put one pump on each side of the face and neck. Foundation application is done. I don't really notice any difference in terms of coverage at this point. I think both sides of the face look pretty similar. We're gonna move on now to setting spray on this side of the face. And then I'm going to move on to concealer, which I'm going to dot on my under eyes. And then I'm going to be setting both of my under eyes with setting powder. I'm gonna finish the rest of my eyes and face, and then I'll be right back. I just finished my eyeshadow application. I used this palette from Tarte. This is the Tarteist Pro palette. Now, just going back to the face, on this side, I'm just gonna be dusting it with loose setting powder. On this side, I'm gonna be using a damp makeup sponge to press the powder to my skin. So my makeup application is done. I'm not sure how I feel about the eyes. I think it came out a little more dramatic than I had expected. I tried to do a winged eyeliner today and I think it came out a little uneven. Anyway, for my lipstick today, I'm using this Bobbi Brown lipstick in the shade Bahama Brown. Now, as a final step, I'm gonna be using the Revlon Photo Ready Setting Spray to set my entire face. So I've had such a long day that I almost forgot to do a final check-in. It's now 8:30 in the morning. I put the foundation on at about 7:30 p.m. last night. So I've been wearing it for more than 12 hours now. This is the side where I did the foundation hack. This is the side where I did my normal foundation routine. And honestly, I can't really tell much of a difference, if anything at all. I'm a little oily on both sides of my face, which is understandable because I've had the makeup on for so long. But at the same time, I think the foundation really wore quite nicely. And that's what I like about that particular foundation, which is the Loreal Infallible. But in terms of whether or not that hack was worth it, I'm not really seeing a visible difference in terms of this side versus this side. So I don't know, I think the hack was a dud. What do you think?
So I know on the earlier check-in clip, I mentioned that I didn't really notice a very visible difference in terms of the longevity and wear time between the side where I did the foundation hack and the side where I did my normal foundation routine. But as I was editing the video, I noticed that the side where I did the foundation hack, that's the side where I have my nose piercing on. It actually looks a lot less oily and more matte compared to the side where I did my normal foundation routine. So after having seen the check-in clip again, I'm changing my mind. I think this foundation hack really works and I'm giving it a thumbs up. Here's another look, this time taken under natural lighting, and even from here, I think you can see that the side where I did the foundation hack appears more matte and less oily compared to the side where I did my normal foundation routine. I also have a few close-up shots here just so you can see the texture of the skin a little better compared to the last clip. And I don't know why I'm looking so angry on this video. Anyway, if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!